We look forward to hearing you articulate your policies and your positions, as well as your visions and your values.
Now, Lester, what would you like to know? What are we talking about here?
We're talking about the burden that Americans have to pay, yet you have not released your tax returns. And the reason nominees have released their returns for decades is so that voters will know any business conflicts. Don't Americans have a right to know if there are any conflicts of interest?
Do you know who doesn't care about tax returns? Bees. Because bees don't use money. They don't have tiny little coins that they give to the flowers in exchange for nectar. And I mention that because for the longest time, I thought they did. But they don't. The flowers just give them the nectar for free. Now here's what bees do care about. They care about having an apiarist who won't embarrass them in front of the world. Tim, let me ask you this question. Hypothetically, as state apiarist, you're invited to London for a state dinner. You fly over there, you get on a bus to go to your hotel. What's the first thing you do once you're on that bus?
So the first thing I want to do is look for the Queen to make sure she's not on here, because I do not want to take her. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. I think we all know that you shouldn't kidnap the Queen of England. She's one of our greatest partners in the fight against varroa mites. Any good apiarist knows who our greatest ally in the fight against mites is.
You mentioned ISIS.
I said mites is, not ISIS.
ISIS.
Mites is.
ISIS.
Mites is.
I'll ask this to both of you. Tell us specifically how you would prevent homegrown attacks by American citizens.
This is a problem that all beekeepers are well equipped to handle. You may have heard of Africanized bees under a different name, killer bees. Now the way you would avoid Africanized bees is to run and jump in a lake. Therefore, to fight ISIS, New Jersey should build more lakes. It would give men who are considering joining ISIS a place to go and play instead. Sometimes I think all we need is a place to splash around. You go down by the lake, kick up your feet, listen to Arcade Fire, and the last thing on your mind would be running off to join ISIS. Or Tim, do you have a problem with Arcade Fire?
They're produced in Canada, and sometimes it may be difficult for you to find them.
I have never had that problem. Arcade Fire is everywhere. Check YouTube, Tim. Come on, Lester, these are all easy questions. Do you have any hard questions?
For 5 years, you perpetuated a false claim that the nation's first black president was not a natural-born citizen.
I did that for the bees.
You questioned his legitimacy.
Saying someone is Africanized is a compliment. Africanized bees are immune to many diseases.
I'll let you respond. It's important, but I just want to get the answer here. The birth certificate was produced in 2011. You continued to tell the story and question the president's legitimacy in 2012, 13, 14, 15.
Hold on, Lester. You don't have to finish. Barack Obama was born in the United States. And he was terrible for bees. One of his first acts was passing the Lilly Ledbetter Act, which favored equal pay. But I think female bees should be paid more than male bees. One of my first acts as state apiarist would be to pass a law. If I have that power, I don't know. But that law would say that female bees get paid 1.3% more than male bees. I know it's small, but it's a start.
What do I do with that, 1.3%?
The money doesn't go to you, Tim. It goes to the bees. Now, quick question, do we pay the bees in tiny coins? The answer is no. They don't use coins. That's just a myth that apparently I started.
That concludes our debate for this evening, a spirited one. We covered a lot of ground, not everything, as I suspected we wouldn't.
She was presumed dead and lost at sea, but Luna is back with her family.